Mr. Devereaux, freezing your ass off in Florida. Good for you. Yeah, well, your pictures of you on the beach, bastard.
I got your music ready. Let's get started. Here we go.
Anthony, boom, baby, boom.
We're going to start.
We're starting, baby. We're starting.
Here we go.
Hey, Jimmy Smith is watching. Hey, Dan Tomasi.
Dan, all my buddy Dan's there.
You starting anytime today?
Yeah, just give me a second. It's only me.
I'm only breaking your balls. Calm down there, Gino.
It's okay.
All right, baby. We're back for another episode of the Alpha Male Show. We're here with a very special 1.5 hour edition this week. We got a lot of stuff to get into. We will not be having the Out of My House radio show follow. Our fearless leader, Carlo Bellario, is home and sick in bed. Get better there, brother. I will carry on the torch for as long as I can here on the Alpha Male Show. Donna, Dan, Tom, hang on, I can't even see, it's so dark in here. Dan Tomasi, Donna Nix, Joe Devereaux, Jimmy Smith, my buddy Anthony Scardino, Rick Samolin, Carlo's out there, everybody's out there. Good to see you all. What's going on? All right, we got a bunch of good stuff going on here this week. We're going to make fun of kids eating Tide Pods, those dopey bastards. We're going to have an update on what's going on with the great new movie that was my big reveal last week. We got more info on that. We're going to find out if, in fact, you do live in a shithole or not. Everybody make sure, I got a couple of them in, make sure you're getting your celebrity death pool. 10 celebrities, get them in. There goes Gene trying to duck under the camera, walking right past it. No ducking going on whatsoever. You're a duck like friggin' Gilbert Gottfried's a duck. Crying out loud. All right, we're gonna hit the Me Too movement on Aziz Ansari today. I also gonna have tuition costs. We're gonna break down some tuition costs in the colleges. And we're going to figure out what the problem is there. And there's also there's a rather serious subject I'm going to hit on a little later in the show that has to do with insurance fraud, sex trafficking, body brokering, and the opioid epidemic all rolled up into one. This should be some interesting shit, people. No kidding. I'm gonna start off today. I'm gonna start off with a rant. I'm driving down the New Jersey Parkway today. Earlier in the day, it's raining out because, everyone said it was going to snow, so it's raining out. And I'm on the Parkway, and I got all these big salt trucks flying by me, spreading salt, bouncing salt off my little Corolla. And I'm thinking to myself, what the frig are you doing? I'm driving down the highway. You're salting the highway. It's raining out. I don't need salt when it's raining. No wonder the budget's all out of whack in this state. Now it's salt. You're pissing away for no reason whatsoever. It's rain, people. Look out the window. Look out and go, hey, this isn't snow. They said it was going to snow, but it's not snowing. It's rain. Let me not waste all the taxpayers' money salting roadways for rain. Crying out loud, you criminy bastards. Jesus. Oh, it's kind of shit like that gets me going. Crying out loud. Got this new Democrat in office, Phil Murphy. Let's see how he does. I had an idea. I'm gonna buy the house. I'm out shopping for a house. I think I'm gonna buy the house right next to Phil Murphy. And they're gonna get a bunch of them illegal immigrants, and I'm gonna move them all in with me. watch it devalue his property value. I'm going to let them beat, rape, murder his whole family. And then I'm going to have them mow my lawn when they're done. I want to see what he thinks about making this a sanctuary state after all that goes on, when he's going to deal with them directly in his house. Big difference. But I digress. I was fortunate enough this week. I was on the. I was out watching Thursday night. It was actually last Thursday night. I went to watch my buddies from the Uncomfortably Funny podcast put on a show at Bridgestone's Comedy Club in South Amboy, New Jersey, on Route 35, right upstairs from Mara's Restaurant. And they, while I was watching, they said, "Hey, the show is running a little short. You want to go up and do a few minutes?" And I got to tell you, I got the best intro coming up. My buddy Shay Farrell gets up. He's best host in the business. Anybody's hiring a host. You want a comedy host? You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't hire Shay Farrell to do your hosting, because Shay is awesome. Rocco, what's going on, buddy? My buddy Rocco Madsen, formerly of Lyndhurst, now a Jersey City resident. He's out in the ghetto in the hood, so don't be messing with Rocco. He'll break out the master on you, and then you're in trouble. He knows what I mean. So anyway, Shay's up there. He brings me up. He goes, "It's the best intro I've ever had to be brought up on stage." He simply goes, "This next comic is," he goes, "well, basically he's just going to come up here and insult you. And, that's all I got." And then he brought me up. Fantastic. I couldn't stop laughing. I was almost laughing the entire way to the stage. I had to compose myself before I, basically started insulting the 15-year-old who was sitting in the front row. Teacher to bring a 15-year-old into the front row when I'm on stage. But don't be kidding. The 15-year-old had a great time. She was laughing hysterically before and after the show with her and her mom. Two great people. Kim and Ashley, love yous both. Thanks for coming out. So anyway, now that we've gotten through all that, I'm gonna jump all over the school costs, tuition, student loans, all this stuff. It's kind of a rough subject to hit on and touch on. There's so much. Everyone's crying about, "Oh, well, we need free education." Okay, free education is not free. Someone's paying for it. Teachers aren't getting out there. Professors aren't getting out there paying and doing it for free out of the goodness of their heart. Okay? School is a business. It has to be run. I get that. But here's the thing. They have so many worthless, unnecessary courses that it's unbelievable. It really is. I know I went to school. I was going to school for business. I wanted to go for some marketing just to get a feel of marketing, how best to market myself. I obviously never got to that class because look where I am, people. But anyway, as I was saying, you have to get there, and they put you through these meaningless, worthless courses. You have like social injustice. You need a social science course. So I don't know. I have to take up astronomy in order to do business or something like that. What is the ridiculousness behind taking some of these courses? I had to take English literature, like, poetry or something, in order to get a business degree. Really, what does English lit do? I pretty much learned the English language while I was in grammar school, and that, they kind of taught you everything you needed there in grammar school and high school. You get to college, you should only be taking the courses that are actually directly involved with what it is you want to do in life. Now, if you're a little wishy-washy, I get it. You have to take certain courses for God knows what reason. I don't know why you need algebra, other than that someone invented algebra and they need to teach you algebra. It does nothing for critical thinking. They're lying. It's just a way to put letters into your numbers. Honestly, the whole math department, beyond addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, unless you're going to become an engineer, really does absolutely nothing for you. And if I decide I want to be an engineer, then I'll go take those courses. But for certain things where I want to become an English lit major, which I don't know what the hell job I'm going to go get as an English lit major. But if I go and I take English literature as a major, what the hell do I need all these math courses for? Okay, it's just a way for the schools to keep their courses relevant, to keep that department open, and to overcharge you for being in their school. So they get to collect more money. They get student loans, which are absurdly, they're supposed to be helping you, but they are completely absurd what you're getting charged interest rates on in order to pay down these student loans. You wind up paying well more. Here's the thing. They shouldn't be able to charge you more for a class than you're going to make coming out, going into the real world, and making the money off of that major. I shouldn't get charged the same in an English lit class as I am if I'm taking an engineering class. Why? Because engineering, I'm going to come out and I'm going to make some good money. Business, I can come out and make some good money if I go in the right direction, I get the right job. English lit major, other than becoming a teacher somewhere, what purpose is English lit? Who's going, I need an English lit major to come here and split the atom for me. Yeah, I need you to read Shakespeare's work so that I can better understand how to put this building up as an architect. I mean, the jobs just aren't out there for English lit majors, and I'm being charged the same as if I was an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. It doesn't make sense. And the courses should be a little bit more geared towards only giving you your major. It's why a lot of kids are opting out of going to school. Hang on, Steve's chiming in. Yes, Steve, I agree. Those who can do, those who can't teach. I think that's what Steve was trying to say, but it's written in half hieroglyphics, half English. Maybe you should have took English lit. I might have to redo my entire thought on this English lit thing. But no, seriously, if I can't get a job coming out, making the kind of decent money that I need to make, I shouldn't have to pay for that kind of an education. It doesn't make any sense. These kids are going to school in their world studies classes where, they're taking these liberal arts majors. Then they take it because they don't know what they want to do. They don't realize when you come out of college with a liberal arts degree, you're not going to be making, you might as well go work at the Gap part-time and drive Uber. You'll make more money. And you have to pay back these exorbitant student loans. It's out of control. It's completely ridiculous. And it's not working. And the fact that we are now in a state where they want to give illegal, and I do mean illegal immigrants, I'm not talking about the people who came here legally. We got the illegal immigrants coming in this state, and they want to hand them free housing, free schooling, the whole sanctuary state where the police don't have to help the feds. It's going to be a little bit too expensive on the taxpayers of this state. The taxpayers in the state of New Jersey are already burdened well beyond belief, and raising taxes is not going to help. It's not going to help anybody. Making a sanctuary state will not help anybody. And honestly, legalizing weed isn't going to help enough. I know all you people want legalized weed and all. I mean, I myself am against it, but hey, if you want to go get high, as long as I ain't going to smell it. But legalizing it, I think, is not going to help nearly as much as everyone likes to say it will, especially with the corrupt government that we have in this state. So I'm just going to throw that out there, but that's my 2 cents on school cost, tuition, and I will continue to kill Governor Murphy every chance I get on illegal immigrants. Joey and Danielle Ventosa, good to see you. Stevie Cooper, what's going on? Sue, I hope you're still watching. I'm sure the kids are climbing all over you. All right, now that I'm done killing that, Everyone, make sure you get your death pools in, just in case you forgot. I got a couple in, but we need a couple more. I'm still waiting on my boy Dave Hodjanowski to get his in. Shay Farrell. Also, Shay and Dave, if you guys are coming in later, I know Owl House is down, but I threw out there if you guys want to come in. Just shoot us a message or give us a call. 609 807 2492. I can't see that far. I got to bring the phone up to my face to see it. A little too old to be seeing anymore, but I'm still a little too young to admit I need glasses. So I'll just squint. All right, this week our lovely president, who I am a fan of because God knows he's friggin' entertaining as hell. And in fact, anything he does or says just drives the entire country up a wall. Who's ever killing him or defending him? It's totally amazing. I wish I can get that kind of reaction on anything I do. But he came out and allegedly, whether he did or didn't, he called African Haiti shitholes. Well, people, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but those places are pretty much shitholes. And while we're talking about shitholes, anybody been through Newark lately? I drive through Newark quite frequently. It's pretty much a shithole. Also, in this lovely state of ours, we have Camden, Passaic, Patterson, Trenton, all shitholes. Trenton, I won't go to Camden because, quite frankly, I'm fat and slow and I'm white, so there's probably no chance of me getting out of there alive. I've been through Trenton. Everything is broken down and boarded up. What a disgrace for our capital. All the businesses are shutting down. The police presence is just ridiculous. They can only do so much. Trenton is a dump, people, and you don't want to call it a shithole. Go drive through Trenton and tell me what you would call it, because that is a shithole. There are streets in Patterson you cannot go anywhere around because you will be shot and killed. The police are even afraid to go down some of them streets. The place is a shithole. It's got nothing to do with who lives there or who doesn't live there. Black, brown, orange, white, green. Those places are shitholes. Outside of New Jersey, you got Detroit, shithole. Chicago, shithole. Downtown LA, shithole. You got a lot of shitholes out there, people. All right? And the fact that we don't want to bring in any more people to make it a bigger shithole really shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I think you people just want to have something to complain about. Okay? You can't tell me taking care of this country and fixing its problems shouldn't be our number one priority. But that's me. Hang on. Joey Ventosa chiming in. Haiti is the only island down there that's not a vacation destination because, get ready, people, it is a shithole. Joey, you are completely 100% right, unless that's Danielle telling me it's a shithole. I never know which one of you are talking. But you are both correct. Haiti is a shithole. And I'm not going to Africa either. Just to let you know. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going anywhere outside of anywhere. I'm not going anywhere that isn't under the protection of the United States military. Okay? The way this world is now, an American out of this country is asking to just become a prisoner of war. I am not leaving this country. Hey, Karen Leopard timing in. What's going on, Karen? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having fun out in Oak Ridge with all the bears, because that's the only other thing up there is bears. But, you know, we miss you. Now, real quick before I, oh no, you know what? Before I read into the, got it. Danielle uses emojis. That's how I know the difference now. That'll help. Got it. Joey doesn't use emojis. Danielle does. That's a good safety tip, people. Okay? If there's emojis on the screen, don't send dick pics. Only send them to Joey. He likes those. Okay, we're gonna jump into the next retarded trend that's going on, and that's these wacky kids eating Tide Pods. What the hell is wrong with you? At what point do you say, you know, when I was a kid, when you used to curse, your mother used to wash out your mouth with soap. I mean, did anybody see A Christmas Story? Lifebuoy makes you go blind. And these kids are purposely eating Tide Pods? I mean, is that retarded? At least we ate goldfish when I was in school. You know, I mean, you eat a goldfish, at least, you know, it's kind of food. It probably didn't taste very well, but it was fish, brain food. The hell possesses you to say, hey, look, here's a little plastic pod filled with soap, dish detergent. What do? I guess, if you're eating Tide Pods when you fart, you're actually cleaning your underwear instead of staining it. I gotta think. Hey, Danielle's there. How you doing, Danielle? But yeah, honestly, if you have a kid who eating Tide Pods and he's farting in his underwear, give me a call, 609-807-2492, and let me know if it's actually keeping his underwear clean. You know, if your kid's got a lot of skid marks from farting, because I know I fart like a son of a bitch. All those carbs I put in, all that pizza and more pizza. Speaking of pizza, if you're hungry and you're in the Lyndhurst area, go to Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave, 201-933-1966. Give a call or go to josie'spizzeria.com. You won't be disappointed. Sal's a little under the weather this week. Get better, my buddy Sal. Hope you're feeling better, but don't worry. Nikki took care of me. Your buddy Nikki made me a pizza yesterday. I ate the whole thing. And everyone, Joey, if you're still listening, you got to buy Danielle jewelry because if you want steak and blowjob day to go well on March 14th, you're going to want to do something on February 14th. The best way to do that is to go to GiselleBella.com and get her some nice jewelry. Gisela makes everything by hand. Anything you want or order, she'll be happy to make for you. What's going on, Fred? Good to see you in. Also, Monday nights, 7 to 9, listen to the Uncomfortably Funny podcast coming from Pet Cemetery Studios, made up to look like Dave Hodjanowski's living room. That's hosted by Dave Hodjanowski, Shay Farrell, and Anthony Ennis. And normally I would tell you right around now to listen in tonight from 8:30 to 10:30 to Animal House Radio. But my buddy Carlo is home with the flu. Or he's dying. Well, Joe, yeah, she's got diamonds. I don't know what she has there. Any luck, they're fake diamonds. Maybe you can get away with one. As long as she doesn't try and cut glass. Although, the thought of her cutting glass and trying to stab you with it wouldn't shock me. So, no, it'll be on Animal House Radio today. Adam Izzo checking in. Holy cow, I haven't seen Adam in a long time. What's going on, Adam? Nice to see you checking in. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, buddy. All right. I usually promote my buddy's car business, but he hasn't come through with any donations, so I'm not promoting his business because screw him, that little chubby bastard. If he, he plans on me promoting him on this worldwide show, he'd better get his act together. But until then, he's not getting any more plugs from me. Screw him. Love you, Jeff. All right, we're gonna go into another one. Let's see, where are we? Let's see. I ranted about school costs. That was good. Death pools, got to get them in. That's important. We've pretty much gone over every shithole in the state of New Jersey, and we hit a few in the country. We haven't gotten them all, but I highlighted the important ones. But hey, if you live in a shithole and want to chime in, or you know a shithole that I missed, feel free to call in or text in or message us and let us know if you live in a shithole. I already praised my buddy Shay for calling in. Here's one for you. Quick update on what is going on in the lovely world of my movie. For those of you who weren't in on the big reveal last week, I have finished my script for my first movie, my first major push. Correct, Joe. He just made a point. Let's see. Yeah, no emojis, Joe. Yeah, he made a point. Union is a shithole. I agree. I get pulled over in Union every time I drive through it. I think they're shocked that a fat white kid is coming through Union. Who probably just figured I'm there for drugs. Which I'm not getting drugs in Union. I live right near Patterson. Come on. Anyway. Where was it? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah. Oh, we got a phone call. We got a phone call. Caller, you were on the air.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening? Who's calling?
It's Raphael.
What's going on, Raphael?
Not much, man. You just said to call in if you're from a shithole, and I figured I might as well call in.
Oh, beautiful thing. Where are you from?
Uganda.
Uganda. Oh,
yeah.
Ugandan giant Kamala. Nice.
Yeah. No, Uganda, like as in slang term for Teaneck, New Jersey.
Oh, Teaneck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been to Teaneck.
Yeah, the kids call it Uganda, though. I don't know.
That's nice of them. Oh, there you go. Hey, so where do you rate your town from 1 to 10? 10 being the biggest shithole on the planet, and 1 being Trenton.
Well, compared to like other Jersey towns, it's a 10. But I don't know, man. Compared to anywhere else, I don't know. I mean, it's located in New Jersey. You can't have anything, that good.
That's true.
It's like, okay, do you like corn?
Everyone likes corn.
Right? Everyone loves corn, but you're not going to eat the piece of corn that you find in a piece of shit, right?
No.
It's surrounded by shit.
Of course.
Like corn is good, but not that one.
No, well, that's because corn is rented. You just rent corn when you eat.
Teaneck is. Teaneck is the corn in the shit that is New Jersey.
Fantastic. Well, hey, that's a good safety tip, people. Teaneck, New Jersey. That's fantastic.
That's right.
That's good. I'm gonna have to come out there. Anybody get shot in Teaneck lately?
Get shot? No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I mean, at least not undeservingly.
Well,
yeah.
Let's face it. Everyone deserves to get shot, even if they didn't do something at that particular moment that deserves them to be shot. At some point or another, everyone has done something that they really deserve to be shot over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know a couple of dozen girls that are currently hunting around just to shoot my ass.
Yeah, I knew this one guy who got shot. He was like, "Hey man, I did nothing wrong. I did not deserve to get shot." I was like, "Well, you were standing in front of a gun, you fucking dumbass."
Well, there you go.
That's more than enough to get shot right there.
Yeah.
That's actually the number one thing you have to do to get shot is be in front of a gun.
Usually,
if you avoid that, you'll never get shot.
Well, there's the occasional ricochet.
Oh, that's true. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Right. But let's face it, everyone who gets shot at some point or another deserves to be shot.
Yeah. What are you gonna say? Oh well, it's kind of healthy to eat a bullet every once in a while, I guess.
Well,
everything in moderation.
That's true. Well, Raphael, appreciate you calling in.
Sure, thank you. Oh, just one quick thing before I go. You were talking about Tide Pods the other day?
Yes.
Or the other day, just now?
Right.
I tested it out. You do not fart. It does not clean your underwear when you fart.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Instead, it's actually just a lot of blood.
Oh, okay.
When you fart.
Oh, well, then that's just my normal bowel movement.
It's a blood cleaner then.
Yeah, that's my normal bowel movement. I usually shit at least a gallon of blood every time I go to the bathroom.
Hey, Raphael, you said that cleanses the blood. Is that what it does?
Gene, this is why we don't let you on radio. You got a great face for radio, though. I'll give you that. All right. Well, Raphael, thank you for calling in, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, anytime you want to call back in, thank you for listening.
All right. Yeah, and if you have a moment, check out fatcomedy.com.
We will do that.
All right, my man. Take it easy.
All right, have a good night. There you go, Raphael from the shithole known as Teaneck. And eating Tide Pods does not clean your underwear. Well, there you go. There goes the mother's hope of not having to wash shit stains out of their kids' underwear. Caitlin Major checking out the show. How you doing, Caitlin? Always good to see you, honey. She was one of the comics who braved Black Betty's so many, many times, coming downstairs into the herpes room with the rest of us. Oh, give me a second. I got to get a drink here. Oh. All right, people. I got about another... Eli about ABT. What the? I don't know. Joe must be drunk. Oh, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Oh, yes. That's a good point. Joe brings up Elizabeth, New Jersey, yet another shithole. I think, you know what? I think we might be better off just naming the towns in New Jersey that aren't shitholes. It might be a shorter list. I think Chester, New Jersey. It's a gorgeous town. I think that's about it. Maybe Upper Saddle River. Other than that, everywhere else I go to is pretty much a shithole. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. Let's see. There you go, my buddy Steve, telling us he knows people who grew up in Camden thought going to Iraq. He has soldiers going to Iraq thought it was a vacation. Joe, just because you moved to Farmingdale doesn't mean it's beautiful. Hey, right here, my buddy Vinod just came on. He was also on the show this weekend, the Uncomfortable Funny podcast, and the show at Bridgestones, and he crushed it. What a great job he did. Funny guy. If you get a chance to go out and view Vinod, definitely worth seeing. He's a funny dude. Raphael, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Feel free to throw your website up here in the on my Facebook page. Let my fans see it. Just put the link in. Feel free. Okay, we're gonna jump all over. I got an hour, and that's good because I have a couple of subjects that are gonna go a little long. This week we've had a rather odd story come out that sweeping across the internet started a bunch of controversy, and I think did more. I don't know whether it did more harm than good, but it's definitely got people talking. It's another Me Too moment, and this time it's for our buddy Aziz Ansari. I think that's how you say his name. I'm going to be honest. I'm lucky I could say a name in English when it's got 47 vowels and 9 Z's. You know, take it for what it is. I'm doing the best I can. But Aziz is a comedian who apparently doesn't know how to make out with a chick because, you know, he's busy sticking his fingers in her mouth. I've had a couple of thoughts on this. The girl came out and said she was violated because Aziz wouldn't stop trying to have sex with her, although she allowed him to go perform oral sex on her, and she went down on him willingly, and it just I'm completely confused by what the hell either one of them are talking about. I haven't heard anything from him, but just from the story we heard from her. Now, I know the only reason I don't understand the purpose of sticking your fingers in a girl's mouth while you're making out with her. I don't know. Maybe there was no soap in his bathroom, and that's the best way he thought of cleaning his hands. For his get him to her to wash him like that. I don't know. But I'm a little on the fence. I was really trying to get a feel for this story on whether he was totally just wrong, or she's wrong for crying, and it's been back and forth all week. I've heard a lot of people say she's doing a lot of damage to the Me Too movement because she's up there crying, and there really wasn't anything wrong with anything he did other than he's a freak, and in the middle of making out with a girl, you put on Seinfeld, which apparently was the best thing of the whole evening was watching Seinfeld. And I wasn't really sure where I was going to come down on this one because I'm a big supporter of the Me Too movement. Any girl who's been violated or attacked or otherwise just molested or raped or anything like that, they should all come out. They should point these bastards out. I have 2 daughters myself, and if anybody ever hurt one of my kids, I'd be doing my shows from Leavenworth because there's no way on God's green earth I wouldn't slaughter the bastards. But where does the line draw? I mean, is this girl just trying to get her 15 minutes of fame off saying Aziz is a creep, or is Aziz just a creep? It's, it sounds to me like the girl was sending mixed signals. I'm going to be honest. It sounds like she was sending mixed signals. No, I don't want to have sex with you, but drop your pants, I'll suck your dick. Or, well, I don't want to do anything. Let's slow down. Okay, let's all put our clothes on and go sit down and watch some TV. Okay, we're sitting down watching TV. Big surprise. His dick's out, it's back in her mouth. So, I mean, is he wrong for wanting to have sex? I mean, where is the... I'll tell you what, if we don't start clearing some of this up, and these are wild accusations and times and everything else, but if we don't start clearing some of this up on what is okay and what isn't okay, and just because someone has a story doesn't mean we have to listen to it. And I don't mean you shouldn't come out and say, hey, I was molested, I was attacked. That's fine. But you have a bad date and things don't go the way you want them to, and you come out. I mean, there's going to have to be some guidelines, or men are just going to shut down and be like, there's no way I'm going anywhere near women anymore because I'm going to wind up, either my career is going to be ruined, I'm going to wind up in jail. It's to a point where the only way it's safe to go near a girl is if you pay. I mean, how are you supposed to even begin to broach a relationship with a girl if the mere touching of her, and I don't even mean inappropriately, I just mean, I know a lot of girls who tell us, oh, we want guys to be aggressive and, and to want us and desire us and to grab us and pin us against the wall and take us. And, I don't know if I'm even comfortable attempting that anymore because, I may do that and afterwards you might decide I'm a rapist or an attack. I mean, there's a definite primal thing going on that we have to step away, and we can't. I know myself, I don't want to broach a girl and go, hey, let's hang out, and now we're alone. I don't want to get alone. I don't want to be alone in the elevator with a girl anymore. Because they can pretty much say anything. Thank God there's cameras all over the place. I mean, geez. So I'm going to be honest. I believe what Aziz did was abnormal. I mean, you sticking your fingers in a girl's mouth. It's kind of, again, it's abnormal. But at what point do you go? All I was doing was trying to get laid. I know this is going to sound weird, but for many years, it was always women played hard to get, and no meant yes. And I understand that in today's day and age, it doesn't. But it always did mean that, and for the longest time, and men would pursue women, and women would, and it was part of the game where women would back away and men would get more aggressive, and women would want you to be more aggressive. But now, if you're aggressive with a woman, you're getting yourself a Me Too moment, you're winding up in jail, or you're losing your career. So we kind of got to set boundaries on what is okay and what isn't okay. And I get for everybody that should be, I get for everybody that's different, but the girl coming out and saying, "Oh, I was giving all these, I was giving off these vibes and these nonverbal clues." Well, vibes and nonverbal clues aren't always that clear, especially when a guy's horny. Come out and say no. Say, "Look, I'm just not interested," and then say, "Okay, great." Make everything clear. I'll be honest with you. If a girl comes out and tells me the truth from the start, at least I'll respect her and I'll understand. If you're going to tell me, "No, I'm not interested," then I'm not going to advance. But if you're sitting there and going, well, and being a little standoffish, I might just take that as you're playing a little hard to get, which women have, historically have done. So I'm not saying, attacking a woman at any point in time is okay. I'm not saying hurting someone. I'm not saying doing anything wrong is okay. But we have to have some kind of dialogue or something where it is okay. We understand what is okay. And honestly, nonverbal communication, other than punching somebody in the throat, really isn't going to cut the mustard on this. So just to give you an idea, that's kind of where I stand. That's about all I can really say on it. Until we hear from Aziz, which I haven't heard him come out and say, "Hey, this girl's a whack job," or, it looks like he said, "Oh, sorry, I don't think I guess I misread the situation and I'm sorry." And honestly, other than that, I don't think there's anything you can do. And just because you misread the situation, why don't you turn around? I get that you said, "Hey, this going too fast, let's slow down." Okay, you slow down, you put your clothes back on, and next thing you know, you're sitting on the couch and you're blowing him again. Well, that's mixed signals. Okay, and guys are going to try and get laid, and it's up to the girl to go, "Hey, no, I'm not interested." Girls are good for that. I got to say they are. And I'm not dismissing what they do, but they're very good at not really being clear about what they want. Just say, "No, I'm not interested. I like you, but I'm just not ready for that." And that's fine. And then if we turn around and say, "Well, go pound salt," well, then you know what? We have a right to say that too. And you have every right to get up and walk away because the guy's a jerk. Or you think he's a jerk. Or, you know what? Maybe he's not a jerk. Maybe he's just being honest with you. He just wants you to have sex with you. And at least he's being honest with you about it. And if you got an issue with that, well, then, as long as everybody's honest with everybody, I think things will work out. But odds of everybody being honest with somebody is ridiculous because everybody, as you know, is full of shit. Mostly, no one's more full of shit than me, but that's all right. All right, I'm done talking in this situation unless someone wants to chime in. Give us a call, 609-807-2492. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do plugs. After I'm done plugging everybody again, I have another big topic that I'm going to talk about. For those of you who haven't chimed in, the opioid epidemic, how it's causing insurance fraud, sex trafficking, and body brokering. Pretty powerful story I heard this week. Probably bring the show down a little bit, but I'll rant a little more through that. Also, while we're here, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm going to mention it again. Last week, big reveal that my movie is. What about my movie? Oh, I announced last week that my movie, the script is in, it's all done, and we'll be doing casting calls very soon. Hang on. Someone don't like us. Our comments went to spam. You're kidding. Your comments went to spam. I don't even like spam. You know, Daniel, I can tell it's you because you put an emoji out there. I had a problem last week with our lovely friends on Facebook who didn't post my video for whatever reason. They took it down. So now they're sending stuff to spam. They can go. Let me tell you, who's ever sending this to spam or whatever they're doing, go pound salt. Put it nicely. Thank you for congratulating me on the movie, by the way. And I will be casting. Anybody knows a producer who would like to invest in this movie, by all means, let me know. I'd be happy to share it with you and come up with some ideas. But in the meantime, I will be casting for the movie very soon, probably here at Hamilton Radio, and I'm looking for another couple of more spots. But just keep listening because, like I said, I'll be doing the open casting calls in several different spots for this movie. It's definitely a go. I got a couple of possible companies willing to film, so all I need is the money backing. But I'm working on that also, and I think this is going to come to fruition this year at some point, hopefully very soon. But also another quick shout out there. If anybody knows someone selling Girl Scout cookies, my buddy Mike Biddy used to do it, Mike Body, but I think he's all mad at me because I yelled at him a couple of weeks ago when he laid me off and didn't pay me for Christmas because his daughter's got Girl Scout cookies and he didn't call me. I know your daughter's got Girl Scout cookies there, Body. If anybody out there knows Mike Body, is friends with him, or is listening, you reach out to Mike Body, you tell him you better be making that phone call. I want my cookies. Just saying. All right. Real quick, let's do the plugs before we get into the next subject. We're going to go with everyone who's hungry, and God knows I'm starving right now. Go to Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave, 201-933-1966. That's josie'spizzeria.com. If you're in the Lyndhurst area, or if you live in that area, or if you're going to be in that area, go there, mention the Alpha Male Show. He'll give you great discounts and prizes. And by prizes, I mean anything you eat there is well worth it. You can order a Fat Boy, which is named after me. But make sure you take all your heart medication before you eat that because it'll probably kill you. Not everyone can handle one of those. Also, if you need good jewelry, handmade, crafted, all for the upcoming Valentine's Day, go to GiselleBella.com and get as much as you can. She hand makes all this stuff straight from her heart. She's a fabulous lady. Does great work. By all means, reach out and get your girl something nice, and she'll take care of you on March 14th, which is one of my favorite holidays, Steak and Blowjob Day. Ladies, I'm looking for someone to hang out with on that day. Anyone who wants to make me a steak, you just let me know. Boy, I'm losing my voice. That's all right. I still got plenty of time up here, and I got more to talk about. let's go to the Uncomfortably Funny podcast. Coming out of Pet Cemetery Studios, hosted by Anthony Ennis, Shay Farrell, and Dave Hodjanowski. Gentlemen, tune in. Great show. Definitely worth listening to every Monday night, 7 to 9. Ustream, Facebook. I believe they're on Periscope also. Wherever you can find them. Definitely worth tuning in. Show is fabulous. And as always, Animal House Radio from 8:30 to 10:30. Usually on Wednesday nights, but it won't be tonight. No. So it is just us. Oh, I can't believe I'm losing my voice. Who am I kidding? Hey, Trish is here. I love Patricia. How you doing, Trish? You missed all the good stuff, but that's all right. I still got another one. All right, this one's pretty good. A friend of mine shared on Facebook a story this week. Hi, Trish. I want to do dirty things to you, Trish. Just saying. Why are you sorry that I want to do dirty things to you? I know you're not going to let me. It doesn't mean I don't want to do them. Jeez. Okay. A friend of mine posted on Facebook. Her name is Gianova. This might come as a shock to you, but she's an exotic dancer. But she did post a video this week about the opioid epidemic, insurance fraud. It's how it's tied in insurance fraud, sex trafficking, body brokering. And it was a pretty powerful piece that I watched. And I generally don't like to put too many serious stories here. But this one, I was moved by it because I know people and I'm friends with people who have trouble with heroin and opioids and, you know, whether it's pills, prescription pills or actual heroin or whatever it is, it's a definite problem. And this is going down on in Florida. I believe it was Delray, Florida, was the story was out of. And oh wait, before I get into the story, my buddy Dave Hodjanowski showed up. I didn't know if he was coming in. Glad to see you, sir.
I didn't know I was coming in.
All right, Dave Hodjanowski is in the house.
You gonna be on Dave 8?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right,
8 or
Dave is
7
on
or
8. Dave, you missed all the fun stuff. I just got done plugging the Uncomfortably Funny podcast.
Thank you very much.
I love plugging in one of my favorite shows.
Thank you.
I brought up the fact that Shay could have possibly given me the best intro of all time for that show.
How so?
He got up on stage. He didn't know what to say because, you know, I was just an add-on of the show. So Shay just goes to everybody. He goes, well, this next comic who's coming up is probably just going to insult all of you.
Yeah.
Here's Ed Ruffalo. It was fantastic.
Well, I mean, you described it perfectly.
Yeah, he really did. He's the first one who really just
He gets you.
Yeah, he really hit it on the head.
Yes.
I was impressed.
And everybody loved, you know, including the kid, loved the whole smacking everybody with a fish.
My smacking everyone with a fish joke always goes over well.
How could it fail?
I don't know. It's honestly, it's some of my best work.
It really is. It really is. It was actually the whole show was actually a good show. I enjoyed it. Like, I haven't had that much fun at a show in a while.
Yeah, that was a fun show. It was a blast. It was the first time I've ever performed out of uniform.
Yes. It was a full house, so to speak, only in the sense that, I mean, you know, we packed all the chairs up close.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't, you know, sell the place out, but we filled it nicely.
I'll tell you what,
We arranged the chairs to make it look very full.
for Thursday night, we had a pretty good audience.
We had a damn good, it was a good audience on top of
Yeah.
it. That helped.
It was a good audience. They were a fun audience. They went with everything.
Oddly enough, the kid, who basically it's his first real show, outside of doing some, you know, cafe open mics,
right.
at local coffee shops, he went over his time. Almost everybody else went under our time.
Yeah.
Including me, Anthony, Shay, and you know, you, I think, are the only one that did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, well, Shay just lit me, so
Yeah, it was, you know, you were full time. We were just like,
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we wanted to have you on. It was like, oh my God, like the first guy was supposed to do 8, he was done in 5.
right.
Didn't realize it. He was just going through. He's like, all right, and he's like, and I'm gonna end you leave you with this. It's like we were like, uh oh.
Yeah.
And Paul, he did his normal like 7 minutes, but he did his 7 minutes in like 4.5.
Right. Yeah, Paul went pretty quick. Paul was just here. I don't know if he's still with us, but
Oh, online?
yeah, he was on Facebook. Paul did a great job then. Really did.
Yeah. He's only been doing comedy for like 2 months now.
I know.
So like you know what I mean? Like he's still developing bits and stuff, but he's good at writing his stuff down, getting his premises, and he's at the point now where he's memorized a decent amount of what he's got going in, and now we got to fuck him up and tell him now you have to take it up a bit. Well,
yeah, he's got to get to a point where he's got to start doing more time and more jokes. And
he has more jokes. That's the thing.
Right.
And it's like he's trying to. I can get all these jokes. I'm like, all right, you can do that. Now you have to develop so everything's funny and you keep them going, and you can't leave on a not punchline. You have to develop the punchlines better. You got to develop the bits better. And I haven't talked to him about that, but
Well, I've always had a problem with it. And here's the thing, and it's something that's always annoyed me. You go to open mics, you get 5 minutes, you get 7 minutes. You kind of do that. It takes so long doing 5 minutes, 7 minutes to develop yourself a 20-minute set.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult.
And especially if you don't go out 5-10 times a week.
Right. You got to be out there every night of the week doing 5 minutes, and you're always trying to do another 5 minutes or a different 5 minutes, and you're trying to segue them in, just so you can get yourself your 20 minutes. It's a lot of grueling hard work.
You know what the grueling thing is? What me and Paul have been doing for the last 2 months now.
You guys have been killing it on the road. They're just hitting every
We
open
literally
mic.
have been doing, in 2 nights a week, we've been hitting 5 to 6 mics a week.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
I was at a point where I was doing that, and I got to a stage where I said I got to be out of my mind.
Well, you know what it is? I'm actually reinvigorated because I'm having fun, like I'm starting all over again. But I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm dragging Paul on. Like, this is what we got to do. This is gonna be fun. Except he's more hyper. Like, well, I thought we had to beat. I'm like, dude, they don't start on time. Dude, stop.
Yeah.
I know it says sign up at 7. We don't have to.
You don't have to be there at 7.
When they say sign up at 7, starts at 8. Get there at 7:30.
Yeah. Just walk in.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just walk in.
But I'm actually respecting that process more now because he wants to do 2, 3 in a night.
Yeah.
And his goal is to try and get at minimum 2 in a night.
That's tough.
It is. Like this week, tomorrow we may do 3, which is hard to do. The Thursday trifecta is the easier trifecta to do though, because we can hit Rock and Joe's. There's a cafe in Maplewood, and then you got every other week you have Lyndhurst City Lounge.
Right.
So you can get 3 in one night. Like,
City Lounge on tomorrow night?
I believe it's on tomorrow. I have to double check with Rob Garrison.
I might
Rob Garrison at City Lounge.
I might be up there tomorrow.
Take that white black thing off there.
Take the what?
That black thing. See, just pull it off.
The sock.
The cover, the sock.
Oh,
Pull it off. Now,
better?
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Nothing like quality microphones here at Hamilton Radio. And by the way, folks, we are at hamiltonradio.net.
Yes. Follow HamiltonRadio.net. Get the app.
Yes, get the
Download
app.
the app.
Download the app on your phone.
Comedy channel.
Channel 2?
Yes.
Yeah, we're channel 2. Or just give us a call, 609-807-2492. You missed the whole shithole segment we went through.
I do apologize. And I do apologize because I didn't listen. I was enthralled by, I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast today. It's still going on right now live. He has Mel Gibson.
Oh, nice.
And his doctor, who also treated his brother and his dad with all this, Gene would be interested in this too, with a lot of stem cell therapy. And how, the FDA hasn't been approving enough of it. And his doctor, who's based in the United States, has been doing all of his work down in Panama. I am. Okay. But he's doing all this work down in Panama, and he's,
Oh, there we go.
it's people that have the, and that'll do it. I suck. I forget how to turn microphones on all of a sudden.
Now I hear you.
But,
sorry.
no, it's all right. So, but, he had, Mel Gibson flew his dad down to Panama a couple of years ago, who at the time was 92. And like, the doctors were first of all amazed that he's like, why aren't you on any medication? He's like, well, because I avoid doctors and hospitals.
I don't blame him.
That makes sense right there. But he went through. They gave him an IV of stem cells, which basically it helped fight the immune system. It was like one of the most interesting things. Like I literally turned it up as I was walking up the stairs. Very, very interesting.
Nice
Piece. That's the one thing I like about Rogan. You never know what the hell you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You may just get some comedians talking trash. He had Danica Patrick on yesterday, which is talking about her retirement.
I really got to get better guests.
Yeah.
Or
I know the feeling.
in that case, naked.
Both.
Preferably naked.
Doppelganger day?
Yes.
Nice.
I saw Hey, Kathy Drake is here. Carl Carbone. Grot.
Hey.
Kathy.
Hey, Kath.
How are you?
How, Carl? So my thing is I put up that doppelganger thing earlier.
I noticed that. Everyone looks like you.
Only because my boss he literally made a point of pulling me into his office 7 times. Every time somebody new would walk in, like different people, different vendors, people walking. Oh, hold on a second. You got to see something. Hey, he'd go over to loudspeaker. Hodge, get in here. Hodge, get in here. So I go, I'm like, oh, God, not again. I walk in. All of a sudden, he's like, come on, look. And, at first I'm like, I don't buy it. Then he was literally got to like the bottom of the page of that one picture that I used. And it's like him with the angry face. I'm like, I buy that as me a little bit. And I'm like, more so though, it looks like the dude from Super Troopers.
Yeah.
From Club Dread. That guy, it looks more like him, but I'm like, I guess the 3 of us look alike.
I don't know. I think you look more like Ralphie May.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah. That picture of Ralphie May looks just like you.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you apart.
No, except for the Hawaiian shirt.
Except for the Hawaiian shirt, you look just like Ralphie May. May he rest in peace.
Yes. So my thing that I'm going to be putting up later though is which senator did it better? We're going the wrong way with this. Cory Booker
Or
Senator Palpatine.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
It's a good point.
That's what was going through my mind today. I'm excited about
That's a pretty good comparison.
It really is, especially the angles are a little different, but I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really going for that total fake angry.
I'm gonna kill you, white lady.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to come out and say, "Damn you, white woman!
Oh man,
I'm gonna rape you."
So we got a new governor.
We have a new governor. I killed him a little bit earlier today.
On what? I mean, there's plenty there, but
well, here's my theory.
I just want to know where I am. I want to get caught up with this.
Here's my theory.
I want the recap.
I'm out looking for a house. I want to buy the house right next to him. I want to move a bunch of illegal immigrants in right in the house with me. I want to watch them devalue his property. I want them to beat, rape, and murder his whole family. And then when they're done, I want them then to mow my lawn and see how much he likes having.
Well, if they murder him, you could use the dead body as fertilizer.
Well, that's true. Well, I'm just going to murder
If you're trying
him.
to hide the fact. That
I want to keep him alive because I want to hear his comments on how he wants to make this sanctuary state for all these illegal immigrants.
Make sanctuary states great again.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's going to turn shitholes like Camden into something much better.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm all for it. And all that overtaxed pot money is going to do it.
Apparently so. All that money,
Allegedly.
I guarantee you, if they're going to legalize it, they're going to overtax it, and the people of the state will not see a dollar of that tax money.
Oh no, they're going to overtax it, and the people will see it, but nowhere near the way they thought they would.
No, not at all.
We got to fund those pensions that are, those overfunded pensions. That'll get taken care of first, of course, because that's the priority. And something, Christie started that ball rolling. Oh, we're going to do it, but we're not. We're going to hold off a little bit. We're going to hold off until the new guy gets in, legalizes pot. And something, young comedian, can't remember her last name. So her name is she goes by Melly with she used to be a Bridgestones a bunch. Haven't seen her live in a while, but
Caitlin Nation?
No, different one, blonde chick.
Blonde chick.
I'll show you a picture later. So she was saying that with the price that they're charging on taxes, she's like, it's not even worth it buying legal weed anymore because I'm spending twice as much to do it now. And it's,
of course.
And, we're not even sure what the quality is going to be in the state yet.
And I said that from the start, that nobody wants weed legal in this state because if you make weed legal in the state, they're going to tax, it's New Jersey, they're going to tax the shit out of you.
But see, but that's the idea. The only problem is we're the one state that'll fuck that up.
Of
like
course
Colorado figured out, like, yeah, we're gonna tax us and make a lot of money. You know, so we can do all this stuff for everybody else. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, but
Once we
that's
figure it
not New
out-
Jersey.
No, we're gonna fuck that up.
Yeah, that's not New Jersey. That's Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado gives a rat's ass about their people. This state doesn't care.
And Murphy is definitely gonna have a lot of his buddies being
Of
funded on
course.
that one.
And everyone who's making a little bit of extra money on the side selling pot, or all their money because they live in their mother's basement, making money off selling pot to their friends, you're not going to be able to sell it anymore. They're going to find you. They're going to shut you down because now the government, the New Jersey government, are the biggest mobsters on the planet, are going to.
Yeah, but we've known that.
Of course, we've known that. So why do we think?
And now his first actual Italian boss is gone.
Yeah. So why would we?
I mean, Florio wasn't a boss. So we don't count.
No, he doesn't count. Yeah, I'm not even sure he was Italian. He was just taxing the shit out of everybody. He was a buffoon.
That was the only thing that made sense. But besides that, yeah, no.
I just, they're going to legalize it. You're not going to see a tenth of that money. They're going to find.
If we're lucky, we'll see a 10.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot.
And it's not going to be under his tenure.
They're going to shut everybody down. They're going to make sure anybody who sells it, your friends, all that, they're going to find them. They're going to shut them down because they're going to want the tax money. And the government's going to put the tax money in their pockets. The worst thing you could ever
But you know
do.
what I see happening? This is going to be the caveat, and it's along those same lines. They're not going to be pushing the jail time on it because of the decriminalization that they want to push. They're going to levy heavy fines and taxes on those people.
Of course they are.
You imagine what the surcharges for the illegal pot is going to be. Opening it, all the new charges they're going to have. This opening a dispensary without a license, and they're just going to make you pay for the license, even though you're not going to be able to open that license and use it again after that arrest. They're gonna take that. They're gonna take everybody down, and it's just gonna be one big merry-go-round of money that nobody's really gonna see.
No, we're not going to see it. I always say, especially in New Jersey, you cannot let the government put their hands in anything. Once the government gets their hands in something, it turns into a shit show.
Exactly.
Remember the old San Gennaro Festival in the city?
Yeah.
Remember the mob used to run it?
Yeah.
Everybody.
It worked great.
They used to put out they used to have the whole festival.
Everybody
if you had a
felt safe.
business, everybody
you didn't have
felt
to worry
safe.
about the cops when you walk 2 blocks away.
Right.
You didn't have to worry about getting robbed around the corner either.
No.
It was a safe place to
And
be. And a fun
if you
place
owned
to
a
be.
business, you put tables out there, you made your money, they didn't bother you,
Yeah.
it was fine. The government stepped in, took over,
And ruined it.
ruined it.
Thanks, Giuliani.
Way to go, Giuliani.
He screwed up the San Gennaro Festival. He screwed up Gotti's fireworks out in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He screwed up all the Christmas stuff out in Brooklyn that Gotti did, and all the other people out in
Right.
that part of town. Like
Yeah.
that used to be Brooklyn would rival a lot of places in this country with the way they used to allow people to have lights up, allow certain neighborhoods to have their own little festivals. Gone, done. We're gonna regulate you.
Gisela Bella representing.
Hi, Gisela.
What's going on, hon? We miss you.
Help
Yeah.
him get that cold to somebody else.
Seriously. Push that cold off on someone else. Let him go sneeze on his mother.
That's how you get rid of colds. You give them to other people. So go out.
Go
You need to leave
sneeze.
the house.
Tell him to go sneeze on Franny.
Find the mailman.
Somebody. Go lick the dog. Go lick the neighbor's dog. Something. Get rid of those germs. We need them here.
Yes.
I got him going over an hour. I have no voice left.
That's why I came in for the relief.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Hey.
Wish I would have been here sooner, but I was running a little late because after all those stops in, my boss still wanted to talk to me. I'll talk about it off air though.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We have more stuff to talk about off air already.
Yes.
Hey, we got one more story I didn't jump on.
All right.
It's fun. It's not a fun story. It's a fucked up story. My friend Gianova, exotic dancer,
Yes.
gorgeous.
Love her.
Oh, I love her to pieces. Puts up this story from how opioids, they're using sex trafficking, body brokering, and insurance fraud. Here's what they're doing. They're taking people who are addicted to whatever, any sort of opioids,
Good for them.
or whatever they're addicted
And they're
to,
getting
crack.
a job.
They're bringing them to rehab.
Okay.
Now, the rehabs are charging the insurance companies,
Of course.
obviously. Now, here's what they're doing. Once these people get clean, or start to get clean,
They kick them out.
no, they get them addicted again.
How?
They literally tied some of these girls to the bed, and they forced them to smoke crack, and they've injected them with heroin,
That's
so that
ridiculous.
the insurance company, now they're clean, but now they've relapsed.
Yeah, so they get another.
So now they start all over again with the insurance companies, and the insurance companies are still paying
a new claim.
And now what they do is they take those same people and they ship them to another rehab facility somewhere in the area.
Of course, yeah. Because technically they can't say that because they were
Right.
clean. Yeah.
They were clean, so they ship them to another rehab facility. They take the people from that rehab facility and they trade them somewhere else. So they're body brokering them all over the place.
Well, that's going to get cracked down on too because they started doing that with the privatized prisons, especially
Right.
New Jersey. Our state prisons are run by the state, thankfully, but some of the juvenile facilities are privately run.
Right.
And they're just what they do. It's
For anybody who watched Sleepers,
yes, that too. I also the SVU did an episode on that.
it was better than Sleepers.
Sleepers is just a great movie.
That was a great movie.
De Niro's one of my favorite priests.
He is a good priest. I like George Carlin better.
Yes, that's why I said he's one of my favorite priests.
Yes.
Although you got those old school priests, like Dismiss House,
Yeah.
That guy out in Chicago. You had the other one at Boys Town.
Yeah.
Amazing dude. But they were just like real dudes from the street that just went out. It's like,
They were.
me mother wanted me to go out and be a priest. I'm the third child. It's my job. But they still robbed people before they got the collar on.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. So they understood, but they understood how to connect with the kids.
They knew how to connect with the
We're
kids.
not trying to rape them.
And I've said that a million times. They don't know how to connect with the kids anymore.
No.
And now it's just become a haven for pedophiles.
Well, thank God it's not that as it was for a while. Thankfully, that slowed down a lot.
Yeah, it has. Or
Now you just have to worry about public school teachers raping kids.
at least the reporting of it.
No, because they're happy to report on that.
Oh, yeah.
They want to bring all the church people down.
They want to kill the Catholics.
That too. Well, this country's been trying to do that for 200 years, so
Well, the whole world's been trying to do that for 200
even
years.
longer.
They make a lot of money, the Catholics.
Yeah, they do.
We're well funded.
Yeah.
You know,
Got-
you can't mess with the Vatican.
And the Mobilari.
Yeah, you want to talk about a well connected religion.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Out of all of the religions in the world, that is the only one that is connected.
Yeah.
Jews don't have a centralized government.
No.
Muslims don't have a centralized government.
Yeah.
They have theocracies throughout the world, but they don't report to just one person.
No. See, we have the better hats, and we get that awesome bulletproof Pope car.
Yes. And we get the puffs of smoke every so often.
Yeah.
Muslims just have terrorism.
That's all they got. They got a bunch
They're
of
one-trick
terrorists.
ponies. That's it.
That's it. They got terrorism. The
Can't
Jews.
do this, right? Come on. We're gonna Diwali all week long. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm not. And let's face it. If they were going to represent a fat people, they were going to worship a fat people like Buddha.
He's a good comedian.
He is a good comedian.
It's hard to argue with that logic.
It is.
If you're gonna have a religion based at the comedian, Buddha is the one to do it at.
That's true.
Not that I don't want my cult of Hodge out there, but still.
Well, we're trying to get the alpha male cult going, but yeah,
Too many cups in a soup.
it's true.
I got you.
But hopefully, I'm hoping you become like a religion. This way we can.
Tax free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax free.
That's not hard.
No, tax free is.
No, there's loopholes. I've looked into it.
No, we gotta get on that.
I gotta stop being lazy in my old age.
We do.
Get on top of that. We'll have a couple funds set up.
Yeah.
Technically, all you need for that tax free, that exemption for your church, is you have to have your weekly meeting with at least 5 people in attendance.
That's not hard.
No.
Me, you, Anthony, Shea, there's 4 already.
Boom, done.
Bring down the damn intern. We're in.
We do that, and we have 5-minute services.
Yeah.
Done, in and out.
Chelsea Manning's next week.
I just want to.
Is that your alpha female of the week?
No. But you know what? I haven't come up. I've been searching and searching. I haven't come up with an alpha male for this week.
I would say Mel Gibson.
I would, but other than the fact that he's on Joe Rogan's podcast.
But he's just coming out because he's just being an old-fashioned curmudgeon. Just going
Yeah.
out there, just kill it. The government sucks.
I can't blame him.
Look into it.
I'm thinking of going.
That might be for next week.
It might be this week. I think I'm going to wind up going a little more local. But first, we're going to hit
Local like who?
one of
Anybody
us.
that put on a fancy show in Garwood?
There was a fancy show in Garland.
Yeah, Joe Carney. They were in last week.
Oh, that's right. Rich McDonald's.
Raising money. Yeah.
That's right. Crossroads.
Crossroads, man. I stopped by there. I didn't stay too long. I picked my son up, basketball practice and stuff. And
I just couldn't get around to it. I couldn't get done with everything Sunday.
I just wanted to
get
make sure
there.
I stopped in and bought a shirt. You know what I mean?
I really wanted to, but hey, I wasn't gonna go in that route, but let's go in that route for Alpha Male. We're gonna name Rich McDonald, Joe Carney,
Co-alpha males of the week.
co-alpha males of the week, raising money for what were they raising money for?
Stand up against hate.
Stand up against hate. I don't know. I kind of like hate.
Yeah, but you enjoy the hate that they enjoy and we all enjoy. The
Yeah.
type where you can be angry with somebody and still be nice to them.
Yeah,
Not just being a
just be hateful behind their back.
you can be hateful straight up to them as an adult.
Yeah,
Not holding a grudge. Not being a snowflake.
yeah.
That's melting after the hate. You
That's
just
true.
stand up, boom.
But before I hit,
Although the funny thing is, like I said, I went to get the shirts while I was there. Got one for my son. They had no XLs. So Jeff Paul, I got there late. Jeff Paul comes up to me. He goes, "So it's about time you lose weight, you fat fuck." I'm like, "You're right."
yeah,
I had no answer. Thanks, Jeff Paul.
yeah. I need a 4X. What the fuck am I doing there for a shirt?
They might have had one. I don't know. Well, no, they might have had
Probably
two
not.
X's. I don't know. Yeah, probably.
I think they said they didn't have anything above 2X.
Yeah. You can special order it though,
Yeah,
because they have the print already. All I have to do is just order the other side and stuff.
oh, it's not a bad idea.
Nah, hit them up, let them know.
Yeah, I'll reach out.
Yeah.
To reach out, but for right now, we will name Rich McDonald, Joe Carney, Stand Up Against Hate as the alpha males of the week.
Nice.
So
I like
lucky
that.
for them. Good thing Dave came in and reminded me about them because I forgot. And our alpha female,
All right.
one of my favorite actresses, damn sexy as hell in the Rockstar video by Nickelback. Well, there's a bunch of them in that video, but
All right.
our lovely, one of our lovely girls from Buffy the Vampire Slayer recently came out talking about how at 12 years old she was molested on the set of True Lies, and everyone ignored her
Yes.
when they told them our lovely Elijah Dushku.
Yes. I love her. She still looks adorable.
she is so scrumptious.
Yes.
I could just eat her up.
I
And
was reading about that. Several other people that came out. A Disney girl just recently came out too, where she's like, "Listen, I've been telling people for years and nobody listened to me until now."
yeah,
I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
well, she
They
actually,
molested her at 12, and it's like, it's no problem. Oh, you're 25 now. Let's talk about it.
Eliza came out when she was 12. She told her agent.
Yeah.
Her agent went to the producer. Producer didn't do anything about it.
He said, "All right, well, just don't say anything. We'll take care of this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I got this handled."
and that means
And
Joel.
they trusted him.
Yeah, and they did nothing, and he did nothing, and
And her mom came out and confirmed the whole story too.
yeah. So and Joel Kramer came out and said it's all a lie because he's a scumbag.
Okay.
Because who wants to be known as the jerk off who came out and molested a 12-year-old?
Roman Polanski.
Yeah, well, that's why he ran away, and Joel.
Well, he only ran away because he was going to go to jail.
Exactly.
But you know what the difference between the two of them is? I don't fault Roman Polanski as much as I do this fucker, only because Roman Polanski had parental consent to molest that girl.
Yeah,
That's the worst part about the Roman Polanski thing.
yeah, it really is.
He had parental consent to give her, wine and lewds
Yeah,
at the age of 13.
yeah, that's good parenting.
Because, mom wanted the kid to be famous.
Yeah,
So the mom, I don't know why the mom doesn't face any charges. She should.
she should.
Yeah.
The mom should face charge. Now, in Elijah Dushku's defense, she went to everybody. She did everything she was supposed to. They all ignored her. She just recently came out this week posting all over the place about what happened to her. James Cameron came out saying he wish he knew.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He didn't know.
He said he didn't know. He said if I knew then, I would have dealt with it then. Arnie said the same thing.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis, who I wish I could say good things about,
I got you.
came out and, she backed up. She said, well, I found out later on that it was going on. I wish I knew then. But then she also came out and blamed President Trump because some moron.
Because Haiti's a shithole.
Yeah, because Haiti's a shithole and some moron pressed a button saying Hawaii's
That
under
was the most
attack.
ridiculous thing, yeah.
It's not, how is
The
that
people
Trump's
in
fault?
Hawaii ran a test and didn't do it properly.
Yeah, and that's Trump's fault
Yeah.
somehow. We can't blame him for everything.
On a positive note, though, Korea is getting together for the Olympics, both North and South Korea,
Yeah,
which is fucking amazing.
yeah, that sounds like a sham.
No, and think about it. North Korea doesn't have the money to really do anything,
No,
and they want to do something locally and look good.
Yeah.
So they're combining the women's hockey team and several other teams.
they're probably gonna turn the little pucks into bombs, take a slap shot, and it's gonna blow up.
Nah, they're not that bright.
Probably not, but it'd be
They're
fun.
that vindictive, but they're not that.
Yeah, they are.
Bright. I mean, have you seen most of his missile tests? They just boom.
Yeah, he fired it up in the air and blew up his own city.
Yeah.
Way to go! I'm afraid of you, dummy. But yes, our alpha female, Elijah Dushku.
Gotta love her.
I love
And
her.
for that.
Yeah, I love the fact she came out. Good for her. Glad she's getting that off her chest and clearing her mind.
Yeah.
And that fact that Joel Kramer, I hope he fucking gets cancer in the eyes
Yeah.
and they fall out and he swallows them and chokes.
You
to
know
death
who's
on
the
them.
biggest dick that I don't know how it hasn't become bigger news about this fucker. Do you remember Better Off Dead?
Better Off Dead, yeah.
The fat kid.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you followed his career after that.
I didn't even know he had a career after that.
He's a big producer at Nickelodeon.
Really?
And
Oh,
he
boy.
had a lot of allegations come out. And somehow they're not as popular as a lot of this other stuff. Where I think that's even worse. Because he's done nothing
Yeah.
but been around kids for the last 30 years.
Yeah, he has been. I'll have to look into that and bash him next
Oh,
week.
yeah. You got to get that research down. We got to bash him.
Yeah.
I will definitely call in next week on that one.
Hopefully John Cusack will,
Back everything up.
yeah, or at least kick him in his fat balls.
Oh. Dan something starts with an S. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah.
I don't remember his name offhand.
But, hey, Carly, come here, honey.
Ugh.
I mean, she's hot, but come on.
Well, actually, those iCarly girls, I think, were above age.
Jeanette McCurdy was, but not Carly.
Yeah. Well, they're both married now.
Yeah.
So,
Jeanette McCurdy's married now?
yeah.
I have to check her Instagram page again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's
I am
married.
that guy that follows
I
her.
know iCarly is married.
Yeah. I just remember Jeanette McCurdy was always all over. She had a thing come out where some topless photos were leaked.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, but she's underage. She's on Nickelodeon. It's like, no, she's on a show, but she's 25.
Yeah, she's 25. She's not a little kid.
She just looks like she's a kid.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not sure if that makes me creepy or not, but yeah.
I'm not really sure. I think I'm creepy just for.
I'm creepy for knowing these things.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I don't think it's creepy. I mean, Vanessa Hudgens was. How old was she when she was doing High School Musical?
Well, when she was 18, that's when her photos.
Yeah, her photos came out when she was 18. I love.
And she was 18.
Yeah.
And it was right after the high school. It was like a year after that.
Right. So she was 18. I definitely looked.
Oddly enough, goddamn intern, that I think was his first celebrity crush.
Oh, that's not a bad crush.
No, not at all. Especially back then. He would be playing in his room, and I would have Disney Channel on. So he'd watch TV, and he'd play with his blocks and his Legos and stuff. And he'd watch. And anytime like her video would come on, because she it's Disney. They always made you do music videos. She'd have a song come on. All of a sudden, he would just stop everything he was doing at the age of 2. Jaw dropped, drooling. Not just because he had his, binky and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you got good taste, kid. I like
Yeah.
it. It's hard to argue with this one. And
Yeah.
then literally several years later, topless photos leaked, and I'm like, the good thing the kid doesn't have the internet access, and I do.
Yeah.
And a few years later, he does as well. So,
No, I can't blame him.
yeah.
I remember mine being, or at least I can remember, was Tanya Roberts.
What about it?
I think that was like my first celebrity crush.
Oh.
The one that I can remember.
No, I like the other one better. Carrier. I'm partial to brunettes.
Carrigan.
Nancy Carrier.
What the hell are you talking about?
Did you just say
Tanya Roberts, not
I thought you said
Tanya
Tanya
Harding.
All right, Tanya Roberts. Who the hell's Tanya Roberts?
She was one of Charlie's Angels.
All right.
She was naked in Beastmaster.
Yes.
That 70s show, she was
The mom.
yeah, she was the
Yeah.
mom on that 70s show. Not Foreman's mom, the other
No, yeah.
Donna's mom.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think of who my first one was. It was. I don't know that I can remember. Bo Derek.
Yeah.
That one, and I had the Carol Walt poster like everybody did.
Yeah. Do you remember the Farrah Fawcett poster my
Yes,
brother
the
had?
Farrah Fawcett poster. Speaking of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Poor Farrah Fawcett gets upstaged on her death by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
How bad is that? Oh my God, she died. Oh my God, he died.
I was still more concerned that she died.
I was definitely more concerned, but I can understand why it's a bigger story that he died.
I can't.
The billionaire.
He might be a billionaire and Pepsi might have set him on fire, but she was Farrah Fawcett.
But she was on fire way before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a little
That was
upset.
the first time I ever saw a white girl with the braids and said, "Yeah, I like that look."
Yeah. Oh, Derek, yeah.
We go to the Caribbean. We braid our hair. This is what we do.
Good for them.
I'm all in on that.
Yeah. I gotta say, I was pretty much all in on all of Charlie's Angels. Except wasn't a big fan of Kate Smith.
She was hot.
I wasn't crazy about her.
No. Who was the other brunette? Jacqueline?
Jacqueline Smith.
Yeah.
Her, I was head over heels for.
Yeah.
She
She
was.
was amazing.
She's still gorgeous today.
Yeah.
Her.
You know who's still gorgeous today? Sophia Loren,
Yeah.
85, and it's still a smoke show.
Yeah. So is Linda Carter.
Yes.
I don't know how old she is, but
You know who's starting to age but still looks good? Oh my God, Brooke Shields.
yeah.
All my references going into SVU episodes. It's just weird that they're both playing grandmas now. Linda Carter, I had a crush on too.
Who didn't?
Come on, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I even got a crush.
Brooke Shields, I had a crush on too. Endless
Who
Love.
didn't? Now that's a mother who should have went to jail.
Who?
Brooke Shields' mother. You let her pose in Playboy at 10.
Yeah. Oh, who? I mean, it's a whole other story.
Imagine trying to do
Actually,
that.
before that, what was that? Pretty Baby, right? The same
Yeah.
time? Yeah. That was crazy.
Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon was an amazing movie.
Really
Starring,
was.
Mr. Feeney.
Yeah.
And the voice of Kit.
Voice of Kit.
Think about it. How many iconic roles has that guy had?
Yeah.
This is my new one now. I was talking about it with a friend of mine lately. David Boreanaz. He's been on so many hit shows.
Yeah.
Buffy,
Buffy,
Angel, Bones, and now he has that SEAL Team one.
Yeah. What's the name of that?
SEAL Team.
Is that it? SEAL Team?
And it's just ridiculous. It's like
I saw a trailer for it on Netflix.
it looks. I haven't
It
watched
looks-
it, but it
yeah.
looks really good.
Yeah.
And it's him. I forget who else is in. Oh, Josh Duhamel in that one too. Or,
I think so. I just caught like a couple of seconds of it. I didn't get
Yeah.
to watch the whole thing.
but it looks good. It looks well, well filmed, well done.
Yeah.
I like it. I gotta actually watch it one day.
He's on an episode of Family Guy.
Who?
David Boreanaz.
He's done everything.
He's done it all.
I want his career.
I want his wife,
Who's his wife?
Jamie Bergman,
Who's that?
former Playboy playmate, and I think she was on Baywatch.
Nice.
So one of the, she's drop dead gorgeous.
Very upset. That wedding I went to in LA back in September.
Right.
David Boreanaz plays in the same division in the hockey league that my friend whose wedding I was at today. He plays against him, and one of the other guys on one of the other teams is Bieber.
Oh boy, Bieber playing hockey.
He does. He's actually pretty good from what I hear.
Well, he's Canadian, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I forgot about the Canadian thing. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Does make more
Canadian.
sense
That
now.
makes sense.
But it's just weird. He's like,
Yeah.
I got Bieber's team this week. Oh, I'll play Boreanaz next week. I'm like, just stop fucking name dropping.
We might have to go over there.
Yeah.
See, you should start name dropping.
I really should.
I hang out with Bridgestone, Ennis. So what do you think you got on me?
Last Monday, not this past Monday, but last week, Shay was doing the name dropping. Joe, that's why when Joe Carney over here, we were making fun of Shay about that.
Yeah.
Like, look at Shay with the name dropping again. Look at him.
What names he's dropping?
Jim Norton, who he started doing comedy with way back when. Bon Jovi. I'm like, just stop it.
Terrible. We got to try that once in a while.
Yes, I concur.
All right, let's see. We've hit alpha male. We hit alpha female. Rick is back. Hey, one of my favorites has chimed in. She's watching with us. Julie Angelino Lorendi Giovinazzo.
I'm already in love.
Oh, she's gorgeous. Straight out of,
Really?
she's an Italian girl out of Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
God bless her.
I'll tell you what, she's opened my eyes. I thought there was nothing but kangaroos out there.
Well, tell her to send you some Vegemite.
Yeah. The hell's a Vegemite?
Vegemite Parmesan.
I've only heard of Vegemite sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what they make Vegemite sandwiches out of. Vegemite.
Ah,
It's a powder or paste.
or pasty powder.
Yeah, of awfulness. But yeah, have her send some over. We'll eat it on air.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I wonder how long it would take to get it here from Australia. It'll probably be bad
Couple
by the time
days.
it's here.
Nah. Have it send it to the post office
How long does Vegemite last?
forever. That's why they have it. It's good in the desert.
I figured it was just like, kangaroo guts.
That might be better. It does, but it doesn't last as long. That's probably why they don't do it.
That could be it.
Koala burgers would be good.
Koala burgers.
I've been wanting
Wall-
koala burgers since I
Wall-
watched Fort Fairlane.
Maybe a wallaby sandwich.
Ooh, wallaby sandwiches sound good.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Little Parmesan cheese on it. Nice.
I'm in.
Got a real slice.
Little
in it.
Romano crumble
Yeah.
on the side. Ooh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Gene came. Saw me do comedy for the first time
Yeah,
recently.
you were good.
Did he? Where would take 5?
Yeah. Oh, Kurt wants to make sure we all hit him up, and he wants to have us all on. He's like, I'm like, all right, sounds good. I'll tell everybody. Everybody, it's only you and me today, so I'm telling you.
What does he want? He wants me to go do take 5 again?
Yeah,
No, I'll go do take 5 again.
that was a fun room.
I enjoy take 5.
Yeah.
I do. When I did that room, you think I was bad to Ashley?
Oh boy.
That you actually this is how great I was the other night. I got up there and crushed it. There was a 15-year-old girl sitting there. Now Gene was there when I did take 5.
Right.
I just touched on what I did to Kurt's daughter. I obliterated Kurt's daughter.
Nice.
She was sitting up front. She was
How
16
old is
years
she?
old
Okay.
at the time. And Kurt was in tears. His wife was in tears. His
Happy
daughter,
tears.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. I was talking about her doing anal with her non-existent boyfriend.
Okay.
Oh my God. I was way over the top with it. Nothing compared to what I did to Ashley was like that much compared to
believe
what
it.
I did to her.
I believe it. I was just a little freaked out only because that her mom is like somebody that loves coming to watch us.
Yeah.
I hate, I don't want to do anything wrong to any repeat customers.
She's
If
she's
you're a
gonna,
one and done customer, whatever.
let me tell you, I talked to Kim. Kim is coming back.
She is. She has so much fun there. You know what it is though? She's widowed.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And the only reason she brought her daughter that night is because she worked for the daughter on Thursdays.
Yeah.
No time to drop her off at home. I'm like, that's an extra ticket.
Yeah.
And
All
I
I-
also want to thank Kim for buying 4 tickets.
All I know is when I looked at Kim and I said, when I looked at Ashley, and he said, "So how old are you?" I heard Anthony go,
The 2 of us are
"Oh
sitting in the back.
no."
Oh no, he's going.
I said, "Oh no." I said, "Oh, fantastic. Now I'm going."
Yeah.
And I honestly, I took it easy on her.
Yeah.
Because what I did to Kurt Zimmerman's daughter, I should have been put in jail. Oh, but it was good because everybody, when I was on Kurt's daughter, everybody was laughing. I was killing that night.
How about that? But actually, no, I think everybody did pretty good that night. That old lady,
Yeah.
Jane, she was
Oh,
funny.
Natalie.
Natalie, yeah. She's 84.
Yeah, close
Or-
to it, yeah.
It's either 84 or 86. It's one of the two. I
I
know
think
that.
86, I think it is.
And oddly enough, like I was not expecting that much funny and raunchiness to come from this lady. I'm like, all right, I like that.
Yeah.
That's somebody we got to try and get in here on Wednesday.
She's been on here a couple times.
On Animal House?
Different shows.
Okay. Now we got to get her on Animal House. That's what I'm saying.
Try getting guests on Animal House.
Yes.
It's not easy.
That's true.
Gotta book well in advance
And make sure Carla's not sick.
and make sure Carlo's not sick. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going on over an hour and a half, and my voice is done. I'm gonna keep going though till we get thrown off
Who's going to throw you off?
Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Nah, they won't throw you off.
They didn't post last week's show.
Really?
Yeah,
What happened?
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
I have no idea, but it didn't post up on Facebook.
That is terrible.
I have the Christmas show up, but last week's show I posted and it didn't go up.
I would definitely find out what happened to that video.
Well, Gene has it on YouTube.
It's on
So
YouTube.
Okay, as long as
I'm
we
just,
got it still.
I'm just gonna
archived.
start sharing all that stuff off his
Now we
page
have,
on
yeah,
YouTube.
that's what you have to do now. Just put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Done. Now you're doing that with the XSplit now.
Yeah.
Just got my new computer, so I can, with a lot more high power, so I can actually run the XSplit.
Yeah.
I was having a problem before because it kept crashing because the shitty laptop wasn't enough to do it, and
Yeah.
I wasn't bright enough to
Memory,
realize
low
that.
memory.
I just said maybe I just need a new shitty laptop, and that doesn't work. And I actually talked to someone like, no, listen, you need to have this much minimum to run things. I'm like, oh, and they're like, didn't you read the thing? I'm like, no, I just downloaded and started trying it because I don't think about stuff like that. I'm not that bright. And I'm like, no, this is what has to happen. I'm like, okay, so
Hey, speaking of getting stuff in, the death pool, you haven't gotten your death pool in.
no, I have not. I thought we were gonna do that next week just because we're not doing the other show.
Well, it's not my fault Carlos dragging his ass.
I don't disagree. But Raiders shine next week. We will have them in.
All right, make sure you and Shay get your death pools in. That's all I'm waiting
Betty
on.
White just had another birthday. Just saying.
I know. I already have her
Right.
on the list. She's on my list. I have Stan Lee, George Bush Sr., Artie Lang, Tippi Hedren, Rosie O'Donnell. Some of these I'm hoping they die.
Yeah. We're going 10?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Betty White.
I guess 5 was, too little. We didn't get enough.
Well, no,
together.
we did 10 last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we still only had 1 out of 70 people.
Yeah. 1 out of 70 people bid it.
That's we did some really terrible guessing.
You doing anybody from Congress? Because a lot of people want to know that.
Ooh.
Well, you can put in anybody from Congress.
Or the senators or any of the politicians from New Jersey. I think that's a good one.
If you,
Well, I don't want to
Any-
wish it on Christie anymore.
as long as they're celebrities and we know who they are, like I don't want
Celebrities slash
don't,
politicians.
don't tell me your Aunt Betty is going to keel or Uncle Tommy is getting ill. I don't know you, but if you're someone
Somebody
in the
that has a
public eye,
byline somewhere. Yeah.
yeah, if you're somebody in the public eye and you put up, hey, let's hope Governor Murphy drops dead, that horse-tooth jackass.
Who's the lieutenant governor now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was Kim Kardashian. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't even remember who he had run with him. That's how
Yeah.
bad. That's how uninterested I was in this election.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad
It
election.
was pretty terrible, and it was for the governor. Like when it's, I think they do it purposely, Gene. They just try to lull you, like, yeah, no, you don't want to vote this one. We're gonna have our guy. It's all right. Don't worry about it. No, you don't even need to know who the lieutenant governor.
No, a couple of people told me their comments went to spam.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, but
Well, if they took the post down, that means it went. That's why it went to spam because they didn't keep the post up.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
I know what they're doing. What they're doing is they're taking your show that's public
right.
and they're making it private. So nobody else is seeing it. Anybody else is seeing it that you send it to is considered spam.
Oh, bastard.
You know something else that I found out from No Filter Paul that I have to have him double check my feeds as well. The make sure you have global access to it.
I do.
Okay.
Everything on my Facebook page is public.
But make sure it's global access because it could be public, but still have the global act like so anybody could check in.
Well, apparently it must be because I get.
Do you have?
I have
friends on there?
I have Julia Angelina Lorendi Giovinazzo
But
on
is she a
every.
friend?
Yeah.
That's why. She could be if she's a friend, she can always check in. But you can have non-friends check in if it's global. And that's how you would get more that because that's what Paul does. That's why he's getting like 1,100 people a week on his show viewing, which is
Interesting.
amazing.
That is. I'll have to make
He
sure.
also
I'm
has
global.
a big background of everything else. He's been doing it for a while.
Well, yeah. Yeah, he's got the whole Opie and Anthony.
We were at Scotty's not last week, the week before.
Right.
We're walking out of there. We just got off stage, and like these dudes walked up. I'm like, dude, we're big fans. He's like, oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed my stuff. He's like, no, from like way back. And he just looked at him like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we were like literally there for like another 45 minutes just talking about O&A shit. I'm like,
Well, here's the thing with him. you know, he was on O&A, so that just makes him.
Yeah. But that's for people that know him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. Like, I remember No Filter Paul from then, but I
Right.
still never made the connection, even though I met him here. I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, wait. I'm like, wait, I'm an idiot. Yes, I remember that fucker.
See, you know what's funny? There's certain places like Comedy Cove where I really won't go do open mics anymore because
Hollywood's not there anymore.
he's not.
No. Gene
Since when?
does it. Gene does it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Since when is Hollywood not there?
I don't know if he's not there at all anymore, but he doesn't run the mic. So
See,
you
I
get away and you're
I
not
don't-
there till 3 a.m.
well, that's always nice, but I don't even. That's not even my issue. My issue is I really don't think Gene wants me.
That's possible.
I got the idea the last time I did a mic there that Gene really doesn't want me doing his mic.
Okay.
I kind of got that just because I was up there and a couple of minutes in, there was some people in the audience. I started doing a little crowd work because, you know, that's when I was developing my,
Fish bit.
no, it was even before that. It was the whole tying people up
Okay.
in the trunk bit.
Yeah.
And once I started, he was like, well, here he goes again.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? If you
You don't deserve me.
yeah, honestly, if you got an issue with what I'm doing on stage, I won't be on
Now-
your stage.
I heard a rumor that it was for sale and may have been sold already.
Really, the whole place?
Yeah.
Well, the
Rumor. All I'm saying.
the
Hypothetically, this has happened, or is in the process of happening.
the father-in-law would have to sell a restaurant.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying
I
it's
mean, how old is Gene? How old is his father-in-law? You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, Lorelai,
Gene's like 60. So how old is his father-in-law? Has to be 80-ish.
yeah, he's got to be a little
Yeah.
older. I mean, how
Is he-
old's
can we put him in
Lorelai?
a death pool?
I guess, yeah. Everybody knows who he is, but Lorelai's doesn't appear to be that old. I mean,
No.
I don't think she's as old as Gene. I think she's a little younger than him.
But still, you're talking late 50s.
Yeah, so-
you're talking 75 or so.
20, yeah.
75.
So I mean, he could be very well looking to retire and sell the place.
Yeah.
I'm just
But like I said, it's a hypothetical. It's a rumor I heard. Friends of friends
Yeah.
came up to me and said, "You'll never guess what I heard." I'm like, really?
that's possible. I wonder if I mean, I guess I would guess the first person they would offer it to would be Gene and Lorelai.
Well, I'm not sure if I heard it was the sale was outside of them.
You know,
It was being
probably.
sold off, not to them.
Well, I mean,
Which I mean, I like that place. I do like.
I'll be honest, one of my favorite clubs next to Bridgestones.
Yeah, those are my two favorite places.
Yeah,
Nothing against Stress Factory. I like Stress Factory.
I'll be honest, I haven't played the Stress Factory. I should really play there. I should play catch.
I catch is my next goal. I think when they start, having stuff more in the spring, I'm going to go down there.
Yeah.
Till then, I'm gonna hit some other stuff. I've been hitting up Foulmouth Al. He's been trying to drag me down to Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah, South Jersey. So because he does a
Yeah.
lot of stuff South Jersey and Delaware. I'm like,
Right.
I'll get back to you.
If you want to hit South Jersey one night, let me know.
All right.
Like I said, I'm off, so I'm
Yeah.
laid off until the spring. Till April, maybe May. So if you want to go down there, me and you all go down there. I don't mind try. I don't care what time I get back.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing too. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Paul's the only pussy about that shit.
Well, let him sleep in the trunk.
Although he's gotten better with that.
I'll let him sleep in the trunk with the hookers.
There you
That's
go.
his problem.
He wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. That's fine.
I can at least rub one out while they're there.
Yeah.
I don't care if she's alive.
Better not, because his wife's gonna kill him anyway.
Exactly. It's not cheating if she's dead.
No,
So it's all right.
that's
I
true.
heard that's the rule.
That is a rule.
Gene, right? Do we get confirmation from the engineer?
I don't know if it is or not, but it's close.
It's not cheating, right? It can't be cheating if she's dead.
It's a dead person. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so. I did not have sex with anybody alive. There's nobody alive out there that I was with.
If I'm having sex with a dead hooker, does that count?
No.
I don't think so.
That's like a double negative. It's really nothing.
Yeah. It's like not doing it. It's like jerking off.
Almost. It's like using a fleshlight, but flesh here.
I wouldn't know you damn intern stole the flesh.
Yeah. And the gift I got from Exotica, I haven't used yet.
Fancy.
Nor has he.
A hammer?
No, there's some different type of It looks like Chinese finger cuffs, but in the fleshlight mixed.
Ah,
I'm like, I'm like,
I've seen those.
I'm like, yeah, it looks too small to actually use though. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
That's because the Chinese invented it.
Probably. You listen
Right.
to Paul's act again, yeah.
I didn't listen to his act the first. Listen to his act. All right. Let's see. We have a 8:45. I'm already almost 2 hours in. I think we're gonna pull a wrap up here because I'm out of
All right, I'm good.
I'm out of stories. Unless you want to stick around, because
I just want to come in for relief, man. I want to make sure you're good. I was hoping to be here sooner. It didn't work out,
That's all right.
but I'm glad I still got at least 45 minutes in.
We did. Gene's just sending me links all over the place, clogging up my page. I don't even know what that
Nice.
is.
Trying to show you some good stuff.
That's
You can
great.
use for comedy.
Yeah, that's how I get my. That's where I get my bits
No,
from.
no, no, no. I'm just trying to.
He's
So
trying to
much.
make sure you see some other stuff in case you want to keep
Yeah.
powering through for the next
Thank
15
you.
minutes.
Thank you.
I know where you're going with this. You've done that before.
You want us to
I
stick
remember-
around for another 15 minutes, Gene? Is that what it is? You don't want to go home?
I remember when we did
You
the
don't wanna
Alpha
see
Male
your wife
show
and
before
kids?
it was the Alpha Male show, and you sent
Yeah.
us links like that.
He did.
Well,
Gene's
I
good
have
like
to.
that.
I can
Gene's
just-
good like that.
He is.
Gene, it is appreciated.
I've pretty much lost my entire audience, though. I think.
Yeah. You tapping out?
Well, my audience is gone, so there's no sense.
Time to tap out then.
Yeah. We're at this point. We're talking to nobody.
Let's get out of here then.
All right, everybody.
Gene, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Remember, everybody, keep an ear out for the casting calls. They're coming.
Yes.
And
And thank you, Ed.
thank you, Dave. Appreciate you coming in. And we will pick up again next week with the Alpha Male Show, Animal House Radio. Don't forget, Uncomfortably Funny Podcast, Monday nights, 7 to 9. Josie's Pizzeria, Lyndhurst, New Jersey, 228 Stuyvesant Ave. GiselleBella.com for all your jewelry needs. And Animal House Radio, 8:30 to 10:30. This is the Alpha Male Show, signing out. See you next week, people.
Good night.
Here comes the music. Actually, everybody went off the page. Are you serious?
I got nothing. You know what? I forgot to give you your number. Oh, let me forget.
Oh, whatever. When are you ready?
I just forgot. It's in my car.
Okay. I told you guys can go on. It's up to you, right? You can have went as long as Animal House.
Dude, hour 45 minutes. My voice is done.
No, man. He did some for you. Too.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying.
But I didn't bring something up to drink and my voice is.
I did
No,
that
no,
hour
fine.
10.
No, you guys are fine. It's okay. I would have gave you the time. That's not a problem. Never a problem, guys.
Gene gets to go home early tonight.
Well, sort of, yeah.
And that's why he's, wants to make sure we stay on longer.
It's okay. Well, speaking from a married point of view, yeah, I guess.
Well, let me know when we're on Facebook.
You're off here. Let me get you on Facebook. Hold on. You are off Facebook and you are